A Pakistani Lashkar terrorist Sajad, who was captured last week during an encounter in North Kashmir, is proving to be a big catch for the Indians. During his interrogation, the Lashkar man has given some crucial information to our security agencies. Here's an India Today exclusive.
India Today has accessed exclusive footage of Sajad's interrogation being done at a security forces camp in Jammu and Kashmir.
एक डेढ़ रात लगती है उधर से सफर एसी कोच पे।
तो इतनी दूर क्यों गए तुम?
जी
इतनी दूर क्यों गए?
इधर हम उधर ट्रेनिंग सेंटर उधर ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं।
ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं। कैसे गए?
जी
कैसे गए वहाँ से घर से?
Sources say Sajad has revealed that Zakiur Rahman Lakhvi and Zarar Shah are the main commanders of Lashkar-e-Toiba in Pakistan. He has also claimed that he was a top member of the Lashkar and participated in different humanitarian missions of the terror group in Pakistan. He has said he spent 45 days in Lashkar training camp in POK prior to his infiltration into India. And a big concern for India, Sajad has revealed that more than 500 recruits from different parts of Pakistan are currently under training in several terror camps in Pakistan, and most of these are in the forest areas of POK. A top army commander told India Today that after initial interrogation, they will take Sajad to the areas along the line of control to identify spots from where infiltrations happen.
Security agencies believe that the revelations made by Sajad will not only help to track out the Lashkar operations in the Kashmir Valley, but even in future will help to track the Lashkar activities across the line of control. With cameraman Tariq Loan, Ashraf Wani for India Today in Srinagar.
And with terrorists like Sajad, should there be a death penalty is a question that has been raised. It was raised during the Yaqub Memon case as well. The Law Commission of India 2 days ago came up with a report headed by Justice A.P. Shah that recommended the abolition of death penalty from the statute books except in terror-related offences and waging war against India. It promises to spark off a national debate. Should it lead eventually to the scrapping of the death penalty altogether? That's the question that's now being raised. Joining me a little while ago was Justice A.P. Shah, the chairman of the Law Commission of India. Appreciate your joining us, sir. The big question, the Law Commission report makes it clear that death penalty should be limited only to cases of terror and waging war against the state. Am I to understand that in all other cases, including let's say a gang rape like the Nirbhaya case, the majority view of your commission is that the death penalty should not be awarded?
See, the recommendation of the commission is for abolition of death penalty in respect of all crimes other than the terror and waging war. The commission's view is that the abolition of death penalty should be the ultimate goal, but the commission felt that it could be done in phase-wise manner, like it was done in UK. UK abolished the death penalty in respect of certain offences initially, and thereafter in the second round it retained the death penalty in respect of offences like waging of war, such offences,
right.
And finally there was a total abolition. So the commission's view is very clear that the ultimate goal is the abolition of the death penalty. And speaking for the I mean, you spoke about this gruesome murder or the serial murders. I mean, you must realize that today in all international criminal courts, even in cases of genocide, offences against humanity, war crimes, death penalty is outlawed. So the death penalty is not awarded in any of these offences.
Right.
And really the view of the commission is that we should move towards the abolition of the death penalty.
I think that's important. You're saying that you believe that eventually we must move towards the abolition of the death penalty, yet you have said that in terror and case of war against the state, the death penalty must stay. But sir, it's precisely in these cases, ironically, that politics and an element of arbitrariness comes in. As the Yaqub Memon case showed, sir, these are the cases of death penalty that often prove the most contentious. Did the commission therefore choose to suggest that the death penalty be kept in such terror cases out of a fear of a public backlash, or to quote the Supreme Court in the Afzal Guru case, because the collective conscience of this nation would be affected if he was not given the death penalty?
No, Rajdeep, I respectfully disagree. It's not that we are apprehensive about the backlash to the report. That's not the purpose. But we can see the clear divide, the clear divide of opinion, and also the unease amongst the lawmakers to abolish death penalty in respect of terror cases. Now let me clarify that that we do not say that there is no arbitrariness or freakishness or the other shortcomings in the execution in the abolishing death penalty in terror cases. And I do not wish to comment upon any individual cases, yes. But it is clear that in the past it has been clearly seen that in these cases perhaps there is a clearly visible element of arbitrariness. There is no doubt about it. Yes. But these are high profile cases. Rajiv, you should not forget that the 95% of the cases are of ordinary crimes. They are not who are the persons who are sent to gallows. If you see the report, you will find that it is the marginalized, the poor, the backward classes, they mostly suffer the brunt.
So your response then, Justice Shah, to those who are saying that death penalty must stay on the statute books because it is the ultimate deterrent to heinous crimes, is it to suggest somewhere that life imprisonment, meaning an entire life at times, is the better way forward, is the more effective deterrent?
Yes, because the life, you see, unfortunately, there is a perception that when you don't award the death penalty, you are actually letting the accused off, which is not correct. And it is for the state governments and the legislature to lay down the policies, what should be the term of the death sentences in heinous crimes. And it is according to the commission, it also operates as a deterrent. And Rajdeep, one more thing, but we should not forget, in this clamor for death penalty, we are forgetting what is the status of our criminal justice system. We see the defective investigations. There is no respite to the victims. We don't have any concept of a restorative or retributive justice. I mean, what about the compensation to the victims? What about the witness protection? I mean, witnesses can be easily threatened. I mean, as a result, everyone simply talks about the harsh punishments, death penalty to be awarded in every case of rape or a rape with murder. This is not the correct approach. With these harsh punishments, the situation is not changed.
Okay. Justice Shah, I appreciate your joining us and giving us your reason as to why you believe that the death penalty slowly must move off the statute books. It's a brave stand that the Law Commission has taken by a majority view. Unlikely that the government, though, sir, may accept that. But I appreciate your joining us, sir, and telling us why you believe the death penalty should go.